In this video, we're going to take a look at Wishlist Member and specifically at the course add-ons and how to drip course material out. There are times that maybe you don't want to put everything out there all at once. You want to make sure a student has gone through some preliminary courses or lessons and information. And today we're just going to simply take a walk through how that works inside of Wishlist Member. Hi, my name is William Beam with Suburbia Press. We like to help people understand the technology they use to run their business. This one is about Wishlist Member, and we are an affiliate. So if you decide to buy Wishlist Member through us, I have a free course for you. So it's called Members Only. Clever name, I know. But it'll show you all the different features inside of Wishlist Member and how to use them, which includes the course add-ons. So today, why don't we go ahead, we'll dive in and take a look at how to set up your course and then drip material out. All right, so here I am on my Wishlist Member dashboard. This is a demo site, so I've only got one user, me. So let's go ahead and take a look at our setup. If you want to get your courses going inside of Wishlist Member, there is a separate plugin that you need to download and have it licensed, and then that'll give you this add-ons. So we'll click on that, and there are badges, courses, and points. They do have quizzes coming out soon, probably the week that I'm releasing this video in the first week of April, but can't promise that because I don't work for them. But for right now, let's go ahead. We'll enable this for courses, and that will give us what we need to have courses set up on Wishlist Member. So now that we've added our courses, you see that we have settings over here. We have courses down here. And I'm going to skip past the settings. I'm going to go over here to content control. We need to enable one other thing, and that is enable the content scheduler. So if I open this up and just take a quick look, this is what you use to deliver your lessons to members on a schedule that you determine. This exists even without the courses. I'm demonstrating it with the courses because to me, that is the most likely scenario that you would use it. But you can do this to deliver posts, pages, other content inside of your environment. So let's go ahead and enable that. You'll notice there are some settings over here. This is the common thing that's inside of Wishlist Member to determine how are you going to redirect somebody? How are you going to notify them? This is where you specify where you want people to go who want to access your content. And the default is just to display this message. You don't have access to this currently scheduled content. You can send them to another URL, which could be any website anywhere, or a page on your WordPress website. So once that's done, we'll come over here to courses. And I've got like a little course down here called demonstration. I haven't done anything with it. So let's go ahead. We'll add a module. We'll just call it mod 1. And we'll add a few lessons. Now there's more information over here. So if we want to get into access, is this protected or unprotected? I think that we're going to want to protect this. We're going to add this to, I only have one membership level here, which is simply called demo. And you can enable a preview. I don't want to get too much into the weeds on setting up a course. We'll do a different video on that. And I'm going to save this as I go. So we'll go to the course details. Do you want to allow comments or not? Is there a category? And I haven't set up any categories or difficulties. You can put an excerpt out here. And of course, you can have a featured image and a cover image. So when your course page displays to people, the featured image is typically like a card, and a cover image would be like a banner image that you might set up. You can add resources, which these resources would be if you have attachments to a lesson. So a PDF, a zip file, something of that nature. Testimonials would be if you have happy students and they want to give you a testimonial. And of course, there's author information. I'm going to turn this off because since I'm the only person on this page, I don't really need to have that displayed. And I don't have any testimonials, so I'm going to turn that off as well. There are no resources. So that's really all we have here. As far as a course excerpt, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of lorem text. We'll grab this, copy it, and then go back. And we'll put that right in here. And then we'll save that. So we've got it all done there. Let's now take a look at our content. So we go over here to lesson 1, and we want to take a look at a few things that we have. Here's our lesson info. So is there going to be a video, whether it's a URL or embedded? We're not going to have a video on this one. And one thing to keep in mind, if you do have a video on here, it doesn't automatically read how long the video is. So right now you have to put in what the duration is, and you have to do that manually. So we'll go ahead and get a bit more of our lorem text. In this case, I'm just going to copy about 5 paragraphs, and we'll put that in there. And we're going to do the same thing for each of these lessons. So let's go back to lesson 1. And this next icon over here is to open the lesson. You can see view the lesson, you can delete it, and you can change the order. So we'll do a quick view of the lesson. And you'll see that you just get the block editor. But down here is where our scheduler is. So let's go ahead and click on this. We'll put in our text. And I like to update this as we go. Notice over here, you also have within your block editor, a block for Wishlist Member. You can restrict access to a specific block. So for example, let's say that this block belonged to a different level. You could say, you can put in some merge codes there inside of that, but you could take this block, say restrict access, and then you can say who has access to it. Everybody, people who are logged in, or people who are certain membership levels or not in a membership level. The nice thing about having this is that maybe you want to offer people with premium membership levels a bit more information in the lesson, and you can do that here. So that's an option for you. So let's come down here to the scheduler, and you'll see that we have this demo. And you've got a few options here. So you can show it after a certain period of time. So let's say that we show this after 2 days. And then you can say show for how many days. Maybe you don't want it to be up there forever. So maybe it's only available for a week, a month, whatever that case may be. So we're going to limit this to show after 2 days, except for one thing. This is the first lesson. I probably don't want to do a scheduler on the first lesson. So I'm going to just basically update this. We'll leave that one alone. Then we'll come down to lesson 2 and lesson 3. So let's add our text. We'll come down to our scheduler, and let's say that this doesn't show until 2 days after, not 42, 2. And we'll leave this blank over here. So we'll save this schedule, and we'll update the lesson. Let's go back to lesson 3. And we're also going to drip this one out. So we'll put our text in there. We will come down to the scheduler and say, let's make this one 3 days. And again, we're going to leave this. We're not going to stop showing this after a certain number of days. All right, so let's move over to our settings. And you can see there's an enable a course or back to the course link. There's going to be a courses page, which it will set up for us, and it'll show the course library header. So basically, this is going to give us some information about our courses overall. You can choose the layout, and you can disable the theme header, or you can disable the theme footer if you want to for these various sections. As far as styling, there's some color options over here, and you can modify these. I'm going to leave it at the default. And translations is really just a way to change. So instead of about the author, maybe it's who am I, or maybe you literally are doing a translation to another language. So you can change these titles to something else. So instead of course resources, this could be downloads. And let's just save that. We'll make this one author info. So the translation really is whether you want to translate to another language or if you just simply want to change the terminology. So let's go ahead and take a look and preview our course. And this is what I was talking about as far as like there's your photo, there's your banner back here, and you can see there's module 1. You can see lesson 1 right there, lesson 2, lesson 3. And we're going to mark this as complete and move on to the next lesson. And it's showing me this because I'm logged in as an administrator. Okay, so what I've done is I've logged out as administrator. So I'm basically viewing the course page for this lesson. And if I click on mod 1, you'll see there is lesson 1. We don't see lesson 2 or lesson 3. So if I click on view module, it shows lesson 1. And I can go ahead and play this. I can view this lesson, but I'm not signed in as a user and I don't know that there's more stuff there. So basically you can get access, which is going through the registration process to sign up a user. You only see the first lesson now. You don't see all 3 of them. And that is exactly what you want for a drip page or a course that you're going to drip out. Now, what you put out for how you format this course, if you want to put in video or if you want to decorate the banner and the featured image for this, is really all up to you and whatever you want to share. And how much of this you show, you can change that as well too. So you could put maybe a read more, or you can also do some things where you're not giving away the first lesson for free. But that is what you go through to choose how you're going to drip courses out. And I hope that's helpful to you. Remember, you can buy Wishlist Member through my link. It's in the description below, and I'll put it up here on the screen. If you buy using the Suburbia Press affiliate link, you qualify for our free course. All you need to do is send me your invoice number. I will check that with Wishlist Member folks. Once they approve that, I will grant you access to the course, and then that'll help you get up to speed faster using Wishlist Member. If you like this video, please go ahead, click the like button. That tells the YouTube overlords we did something right. Subscribe, it helps the channel grow and you'll see more information. If you click the bell notification icon, it'll let you know as soon as we put out another lesson. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.